It's 8 p.m. It's Friday night. You know what that means. Time for Sci Fridays. As always, I'm your host, the Captain, with Vince. You say hi to everybody, Vince? Yeah, Vince is here today. Everybody, I want to say, tell everybody thank you for the birthday wishes?
Thank you for the birthday parties.
Yeah, that means a lot to him. You guys are awesome that you reached out, said hello to him, and happy birthday. It means the world to us. I appreciate it. I really, really do. So, before I get to me, okay, we're going to say, as always, Sci-Fi is brought to you by RU Game, the best comic book, collectible, video game, magic, toy, role-playing games, and more store located at 124 North Sunset Drive, Pickle, Ohio, 45356. You can also find RU Game on Facebook. You can find the Captain on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Reach out and say hi. A lot of you guys are. I'm talking to Sean right now. So, thank you. So, all right. So, here's my apology. Yes, I have not went down and rewatched Tech Wars and the tech stuff since in reruns in probably the 2000-ish. So 20 some years ago, and then I watched it before that. But yeah, that is a slow sci-fi show. Damn, I apologize. I am sorry. But we're gonna keep showing more episodes, just not today. I'm not bringing you Tech War. No Tech War today. No tech, nothing. But we are keeping up with some of the stuff that we've been running for a while, like ISIS, Space Academy, StarLost. But we added something new at the end, so we're gonna talk about that when we get there. So, no further ado, we're gonna jump right in this week, and we're gonna leap on over to the Secrets of ISIS. Like I said, dude, I dig the fact that DC finally made this character canon. They did it during the countdown, or 52, and then she's been back and forth. She's been a Shazam / Black Adam supporting character, which is cool. But yeah, so they kind of let her go a little bit recently, but she's still there. For a slight variation of Wonder Woman, that's, what they can do. So, here you go. This is episode 5 of Secrets of ISIS, and this is Rockhound's Roost. This came out October 4th, 1975. Wee little lad Paul. Did not watch this. I'm not going to lie. I was a baby. I did not watch this. I watched it in reruns later in the early 70s. Late 70s, I should say. So, here you go. This is episode 5, Rockhound's Roost. Enjoy.
"O my queen," said the royal sorcerer to Hatshepsut, "with this amulet, you and your descendants are endowed by the goddess Isis with the powers of the animals and the elements. You will soar as the falcon soars, run with the speed of gazelles, and command the elements of sky and earth." 3,000 years later, a young science teacher dug up this lost treasure and found she was heir to the secrets of Isis. And so, unknown to even her closest friends, Rick Mason and Cindy Lee, she became a dual person. Andrea Thomas, teacher.
Almighty Isis.
And Isis, dedicated foe of evil, defender of the weak, champion of truth and justice.
Why don't you watch where you're going?
Me?
Can't you even ride a bike?
But you ran into me.
You don't know how to do anything.
Kevin!
Oh, good morning.
Hi. Looks like you had a spill. Can I give you a hand?
Well, thanks, Mr. Macaulay.
You know me?
I know Kevin. He's in my geology class. My name is Fabian.
Glad to know you, Fabian. You new to this neighborhood?
I'm new to just about everything in America, including bicycles.
Really?
I love everything in America, especially hamburgers and baseball.
Right here, huh?
Huh?
Yeah. Rock collection, eh?
Mm-hmm.
I used to be a rock hound in my day.
Oh?
Oh, well, there we go, Fabian.
Okay.
Now, I better put the trash out or I'm going to be late for work.
Well, thanks, Mr. Macaulay. Can I help?
Well, it'd be very nice, Fabian. Kevin was supposed to put these out. I thought I put them where he couldn't possibly miss them.
Rocks can be fascinating. Each one contains its own little piece of history. Just think, an ordinary stone outside your front door could be billions of years old as the Earth itself. This rock contains the mineral tungsten and will turn fluorescent under an ultraviolet light. It's pretty. What a sparkler.
Hi.
Good morning, Fabian. You're a little late.
I'm sorry, Miss Thomas, but I had some trouble with my bike. It won't happen again.
It's all right. You brought your rock collection?
Mm-hmm. Got it right here.
May I?
Mm-hmm.
Look at the different bands of color. That's agate. This is a very good collection, Fabian.
Well, thank you. Many of these specimens come from my country.
That reminds me, Dr. Barnes put in a call to your embassy this morning. I'm sure you'll be able to make the Rockhounds field trip with all of us.
Oh, good. I'm so glad.
Well, we're all set except for Kevin. Are you sure you won't change your mind?
Huh?
Oh, now the Rockhound will do okay without me.
Okay. Well then, let's look at some gold under a microscope. Gold? Iron pyrite. Fool's gold. Come on.
I met your dad this morning.
So?
I helped him carry out the trash.
Yeah, well, if you want to go around showing off, why don't you stick to your rocks?
But
I don't need you getting me in trouble with my dad.
Hi, Kevin.
Hi, Dad.
You put that hamburger meat out to thaw for dinner tonight.
Sorry, Dad, I forgot.
Like you forgot to put out the trash this morning?
Ah, Dad.
You know, Kevin, you've got to start assuming responsibilities around here, particularly while your mother's away.
Yeah, but chores are a drag.
But they've got to be done. You can't ignore responsibilities, Kevin. Sooner or later, they catch up with you.
But all I want...
Sorry, no buts about it. Now, this weekend, we're having a yard cleaning party, complete with all the trimmings, lawn and hedge.
Oh, no.
Oh, yes. Come on now, it's time for dinner. Since you forgot about the hamburger, it looks like it's peanut butter and jelly sandwiches for dinner again. If your mother only knew.
Aye, there's still plenty of wild critters in them dar hills.
Like what?
Like bears.
Really?
Just kidding, I hope.
This is where we'll be going. It's called Rockhound's Roost. It's a great place to get all sorts of rock specimens.
Excuse me, Miss Thomas? Here's my permission slip for the rock hunt this weekend. It's all right if I come.
Of course, I'm so glad you changed your mind. Would you like to see where we're going?
Thanks, but I gotta run.
Funny. He wasn't interested at all before. And now, well...
I really think I'm going to like it out here, Miss Thomas. Some joke you play.
Hey, thanks. You can carry my stuff anytime, buddy.
Okay, Rockhounds, how about lunch?
Right. I'm
Okay,
hungry.
let's go.
All right, let's get the tent set up and the campground organized before we hit the field.
I know how to put up tents.
Great, let's get started. Would you please take the dishes down to the stream around the bend and wash them up?
Gee, do I have to?
Everyone has to do his share. Thanks, Kevin.
Since it'll be a while before we get started, I think I'll take the truck back down to the village and see about that low tire.
Right. Would you please call Dr. Barnes when you're there and tell him whatever I say?
I sure will.
Mr. Mason?
Yes.
You're not gonna call Dr. Barnes, are you?
Why not?
No reason. Listen, I gotta get these dishes done.
Andrea, maybe you and Kevin better have a little talk while I'm gone.
I think I will. That's no way to do the dishes. I think Kevin needs a little lesson in responsibility. Mighty Isis. In the box, where they belong. Kevin, are you finished with the dishes?
Miss Thomas, there was a kind of accident. You see, all the dishes fell into the water and they just disappeared.
Really? Why don't you show me where this happened?
Yeah, sure. Follow me. I was standing right here by the spot. Hey, I don't understand. I mean, those dishes, I don't understand.
Well, they are there, Kevin, and they do look a little better, but I think you better rinse them off once again. Tell me something, Kevin. Why did you change your mind about coming on the rock hunt? Kevin?
I'd rather not talk about it, Miss Thomas.
Hi, Miss Thomas. Mr. Mason back? No, but we got the tent set up. Good, thank you.
All we need now is some firewood for dinner, and I can get that.
I'll go with you.
You have a job right here, Kevin.
All right, but I know how to handle a hatchet, does Fabian?
Okay, but first, please finish the dishes. And don't stay away too long because Mr. Mason should be back. Right?
Right.
Let's go back to camp.
You want to get firewood. I thought that you didn't like chores.
I don't. That's just why I'm in trouble.
Trouble?
Yeah, I signed my dad's name for my permission slip so I can get out of cleaning the yard.
Aren't you afraid of getting caught?
Yeah, that's why I wanted to leave before Mr. Mason came back.
Oh.
You know what, Fabian? Yeah, I'm gonna run away. I'll see you.
Hey, wait for me.
This black rock is obsidian and forms when hot lava cools quickly. A structure very much like that of glass.
Didn't the Indians use obsidian for arrowheads?
Right, and knives too. It can be fashioned to have a very sharp cutting point. What took you so long?
Excuse me, gang, but I have to talk to Miss Thomas for a moment.
All right, here, pass it around. What's up? You look worried.
Oh, I just talked to Dr. Barnes. Kevin's father never signed his permission slip for the rock hunt.
Oh, no.
Oh, yes.
That's why Kevin didn't want you to talk to Dr. Barnes.
And that's why Mr. McCauley is on his way up here right now to pick up Kevin and take him home. Where is Kevin, anyway?
He and Fabian are out gathering firewood. Interesting. That's the first time I've heard Kevin volunteer for anything.
You don't suppose
He's run away.
Please, Kevin, let's go back.
It's too late now. I really cooked my goose this time.
No, it's not. You can still go back and apologize. Please.
Now, you can go back if you want, but I'm going this way.
Hey, wait for me.
We've shouted our lungs out for them.
They're nowhere nearby, that's for sure.
Well, we just have to find him. That's all there is to it.
Miss Thomas and I will start looking again.
Can we come? No, you better wait here for Mr. McCauley. Okay, you know what's best.
Thanks, gang. And don't worry. We'll get out in the field yet.
You know something, gang? I am worried.
Fabian!
Evan!
Fabian! Well, we're not getting very far this way. Maybe we should split up.
I guess you're right.
We're both familiar with the area, so I'll meet you back here in an hour.
Mr. McCauley should be here by then.
Don't worry, Andrea. We'll find them.
They should be in the area. I'm sure of it.
That a girl.
We aren't lost, are we? No, I don't think so. I'm not sure.
Kevin, I really think we ought to try to go back.
I don't know.
Oh, come on. Chores aren't really so bad.
Yeah, maybe not for you, but I'd rather be having fun.
Before I came to America, I hardly had any fun. All I did was study with my tutors and go to state functions with my parents.
Wow, how come your parents were so strict?
Because someday I may be ruler of my country.
Ruler of your country? Wait a second. Wait a second. You? The ruler of your country?
That's right.
You mean like a king?
Well, sort of, but not exactly.
Well, then how come you don't mind doing chores? You know, like ordinary people.
Everybody has to have some responsibility in life, and mine is to my country and people, that's all.
You really feel that way, don't you?
I think it's a good thing to have responsibility. It makes you feel needed.
Come on, let's get going.
Mighty Isis.
Isn't this the same rocky area we passed before?
You're right. We've gone in one big circle.
Oh, it looks like we really are lost.
Hey, don't worry. We'll work it out. Hey, Fabian, tell me something. What you were saying about responsibility, you really think I've been goofing it up?
You just can't get out of your responsibilities, Kevin. They just catch up with you. Oh, look, I'm too tired to go any further. You go ahead.
Well, I can't just go off and leave you here. Listen, I got you into this. I'll get you out.
Thanks, Kevin.
Well, we're friends, aren't we?
We are?
Yeah, I guess so.
I'd like that, Kevin. The one thing I've missed in America is a friend.
Well, you've got one now. And don't worry, if we stick right here, someone will find us. Hey, look at that, honey tree.
Maybe you better not.
I don't worry about it.
Aren't those claw marks?
Yeah, so what?
A bear made those marks. That means this is his tree. And bears won't let anyone near their honey trees. Miss Thomas told me that.
I wonder where the bees are.
The bear probably broke their hive and they left to build another one somewhere else. Kevin, that's a bear's food.
He'll find another honey tree.
Oh, what if he doesn't want to find it? Kevin, run. Kevin, help! I'm stuck.
Hang on.
Try and turn your foot. I can't.
Boy, you really are stuck.
Run, Kevin, go on.
No, we're friends. We're trying to stick together. Here, Bear. Smell it. Honey, come on. Come on, Bear. Come on, smell it. Smell it. It's honey.
Here. Isis. Oh, sun on high. Give me your fire to surround this creature
okay.
Oh, sun on high, hold back your burning fires and let this creature now retire.
Wow, thanks a million, Isis.
Kevin, you okay?
Yeah.
Isis, I saw everything. That was some trick.
Nothing to it. Let's see about Fabian. Fabian, are you okay?
I guess so, Isis. Thanks to you and Kevin, I'm just stuck.
Oh, I think I can help you there. Powers of the earth, O rocks obey. Lose your hold and fall away.
Thank you, Isis.
Well, Kevin, I sure hope you've learned from this experience.
Have I ever? Not just about bears and honey. I've learned a lot about responsibility.
Wow, this is the most excitement I've had in my life. I'm going to keep a rock from this place as a special souvenir.
Yeah, me too.
Well, that makes 3 of it.
And then what happened, Fabian?
And then Isis made the fire go away and the bear ran off.
Wow.
Boy, you should have seen the bear.
And fortunately, everything worked out all right.
With a little help from Isis.
Well, I'm glad you're all right.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Dad. I know I was wrong, honest.
But you're not out of the woods yet. Signing my name to that permission slip was as bad as forgery. It's a very serious matter. But we'll talk more about that later.
Yes, sir. I understand.
Son? Son? It's a fine piece of granite you have there. May I see it?
Sure.
If I remember my geology right, granite is made up of quartz, feldspar, and mica. And it's found in mountains all over the world.
You know something? You're exactly right.
Gee, Dad, I didn't know you knew about rocks.
Mr. McCauley, maybe you'd like to stay the afternoon and join us for the rock hunt.
Wow, could we, Dad?
Well, we'd have to work double time tomorrow to get the yard cleaned up before your mom gets home.
It's a promise.
Then it's all settled.
Come on, son.
Tell me, Rick, how did you and Isis really get Fabian out of those rocks?
Oh, I was really all Isis.
Oh, come on, don't be modest, Rick.
Well, I'll tell you. I looked all around. And I sized up the problem, and I figured we had to do something fast.
Really?
Yes, really. There was no time to panic. I suddenly crept down low because I saw this bear. It was creeping across the forest. I was frightened, but I was strong.
Right.
I kept working my way over to the boys.
Extra, extra, read all about it. We're chilling when the weather gets warm, no doubt about it. To be cool and be somewhat respectable, pick up Pepsi in these hype receptacles. Cool cans are coming, so don't be afraid. And if you get lucky, then you might get paid. So yo, stop kicking, your pace better quicken before they run out or the clock stops ticking. Really, I'm not kidding.
Lisa Vinichenko, this is a big day. A very big day.
Это для баскетбола.
Welcome, Kentucky Fried Chicken. You ought to try a whole meal.
Очень нравится. She'll take it.
Today, Lisa Vinichenko is getting her first taste of America.
You know what's really cool? When I buy comic book collections at the shop and I end up with a book that I didn't even know I didn't have. So I end up with a Moon Knight #3 variant cover with Miles Morales Arachnite. So yeah, that's kind of badass. Now it's in the Paul collection, in the Captain collection. So hope you guys are still digging Isis. I know I like ISIS, and I keep saying that. And somewhere there's an FBI machine going, oh, he likes ISIS. Not that kind of ISIS FBI machine. The actual Egyptian goddess, Isis. Hopefully by this time next week I'll have me a book that I got on Egyptian mythology. I love me some Egyptian mythology. I gotta go pick it up at my friend's bookstore. Hopefully tomorrow. So I'll have it by next week. So, all right, we're gonna keep trucking along on the Filmation things. And Autumn, you can keep up by going in your book and you go to the very back. It's really cool, isn't it? I mean, I like that book. It's very informative and stuff like that. Like I said, congratulations to Autumn. She won the Filmation book, Animation by Filmation. So congratulations to her. I got a couple things put aside for 15,000. I know that seems like a lot, but we're almost still to 11,000, so it's not really that bad and not that far off. I think it might be the Toys of He-Man and the Masters of the Universe. That's a big-ass book, so we'll think about it. So, all right, so here we go. We're going over to Space Academy. This is episode 9, and this is Planet of Fire. Enjoy.
Welcome to man's most magnificent achievement in the conquest of space. The man-made planetoid, Space Academy, founded in the star year 3732. Young people from the farthest reaches of all the known worlds. They have been chosen for their unique abilities and are being trained to cope with the mysterious, the unknown, the unpredictable dangers lurking in the vast darkness of space.
Demonstrate with this model cryotron will someday be the real thing when full-size cryotrons are built. I hope.
Tigar, and we all know it has something to do with freezing things, but what exactly is its purpose?
Well, I was getting to that, Chris. Its primary purpose will be to cool down hot planets, making it safer for colonization.
You've hit upon a very commendable project, Tigar. We're all very enthusiastic about it.
Oh, thank you, Commander, but I think we better wait and see whether or not it works. Laura, I want you to get the speaker and hold it over that table until I tell you to pour.
Over the table?
Trust me. People, come on. I need some room, please. Prepare to test. Test 14T at 340 cryostats below freezing. Take aim. Ready, Laura? Pour.
That's great!
Bravo,
well done, Tigar.
People and I thank you.
This calls for a celebration for the whole academy after you get back from your vacation.
Well, I do have a little bit more work to do on this. Maybe I can...
No, you don't. You're not postponing it again. You are going on vacation, and I am going to hide the cryotron until you get back.
Furthermore, Tigar, Loki and Peepo are looking forward to going with you. Surely you wouldn't disappoint them?
Yeah, Tigar.
Okay, I'll go.
is a doctor.
You know, it's fantastic. How did he do it? Get away! Quickly! Quickly! Get away!
It exploded.
Basic elements Tigar used were unstable and incompatible.
Well, this means it's back to the drawing board for Tigar. Oh, he'll be so disappointed.
Well, we'd better tell him.
I know, but do we have to tell him now? I mean, he'd just come right back. It'd ruin his vacation.
Adrian, I'm afraid that
Commander, it would ruin Loki's and Peepo's too. Oh, how about it?
he must be told. But in this case, I will bow to the majority.
Estimated time of touchdown on Freydon, 17 minutes.
You're just a little off, Peepo.
I'm never off.
Well, what I mean is, we're going to make an unscheduled stop.
What for?
Well, we're going to make a few field tests with this.
Camelocardus, the Cryotron. Hey. But I thought Adrian hit it.
Just where I figured she would. We're going to stop off at Dalius, which has a temperature just a few degrees above Academy. Perfect for my tests. Hey, we're almost there. Prepare for touchdown.
I think we did the right thing by not letting him know what happened.
Grade 1 to Academy Control. Come in, Control.
This is Academy Control. Go ahead, Paul.
Chris, what's happened to Tigar? Don't tell me he postponed his vacation again.
You mean he hasn't arrived yet?
Well, not yet. And he should have been here 30 minutes ago.
Well, we'll try and reach him and get back to you.
See ya.
Chris, the Cryotron is missing. I had it hidden under my rock collection. Nothing else is gone, just the Cryotron.
So's Tigar.
Missing?
He must have taken the Cryotron with him. Tigar, this is Chris. Come in, Tigar.
Chris, Tigar doesn't know what happened to the icicle.
This is Captain Gentry. We have an emergency. Seeker 3 is missing. Prepare to initiate search and rescue mission immediately. Adrian, let Commander Gampu know immediately.
Yes, Chris.
We'll leave as soon as the search and rescue seeker is on the launch pad.
Looks like a good one. What do you say we zap it?
All right.
Come on, Peter. Take aim. And fire. Terrific, Peepo.
Tigar, can I wear the Cryotron for the next experiment?
Well, I'm afraid not, Loki. You know this isn't a toy.
Robots have all the fun.
Oh, come on, let's go. We'll come back in a little while and check the cryogen's staying power. Looks like we have enough formula for a couple more experiments.
How are we doing?
Nothing. 7 down, 1 to go. A minor planetoid. But Chris, we've got to find them before they turn anything into ice.
I know.
Your turn, Peepo. Peepo, that's not fair.
When you have superior skills, why not use them?
All right, you two, that's enough. Hey, why don't we go take a look and see how our cryogenized tree is doing?
Okay.
Come on.
Rad! I'm getting rad.
What kind of life form can it be?
Just life, that's all I can tell you.
Notify Commander Gampu and prepare for touchdown. Let's hope they're there.
Not bad, Tigar.
Best compliment I had in years, Loki. Let's try a couple more experiments before we leave. I'll head back to the Seeker for some more formula.
Hey, I tell you what. I'll race you there.
Tigar, Loki. All right, Loki. Don't try to sneak up on me. I hear you. Hello. May I, be of some service? May I? Who are you? Hey. Hey, let me go. Let go of me. Where are you taking me? Help. Help. Tigar. Loki. Loki.
Here we are. We'll split up, but keep in touch with your collinears.
I mean it. Did you hear me? Put me down. Ah, that's better. Who are you? Do you understand me?
What's your name?
Peepo.
Peepo? Peepo. That's the name I saw on the rock. Who is Loki?
A friend. He'll be looking for me. I better get back. Oh, Loki, here I come.
You're staying here with me, people. I am your new friend. I'm Draymond.
Where's the tree? I thought it was around here.
It was around here. Look!
Like it was incinerated.
Tigar! Tigar! And Adrian, they're here!
What are you doing here? How did you know where we were?
We had to find you, Tigar.
Why? What's wrong?
Tigar, something happened in the lab after you left with the cryotron.
What?
Your experiment exploded.
Exploded?
I guess that's what happened to what was a tree here.
Peepo. Oh, I left him here for a bit. I guess he took off when the tree exploded. We gotta find him.
Peepo!
Wait a minute. We didn't see him back there. Let's try this way.
Don't play with that. It could be dangerous.
Where are the friends you were talking about?
They'll be here.
You don't have any real friends. You're like me. I don't have any friends.
The way you act, maybe you don't deserve them.
What's in this little box that makes it so dangerous, people?
It's only dangerous if you don't know how to handle it.
How does this work?
Don't. You don't know what you're doing.
People! People! People, speak to me!
People!
Where are you?
Where are you, people? People!
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 Where are
Hey,
you?
look! It's people! People!
Who are you? How did this happen?
I did it. I didn't mean to. It was an accident.
People.
I didn't know what I was doing. He tried to stop me. Help him, please.
If we don't thaw him out soon, the ice will explode.
Oh, people.
Thawing isn't enough. There's a chemical imbalance. Moist heat, maybe. If it's used slowly and very gently. But if it's jarred, if we're not extremely careful, anything can happen.
Moist heat. Where do we find that?
There used to be a hot springs near here, but it's been covered over by a landslide.
Take us there.
Can I help carry?
You lead the way. We'll carry people.
Up there!
Oh, no. We'll never be able to move those.
We must try!
Tigar! You can't move that, Draymond.
We must do something.
We will. Search and rescue to Academy Control. Do you read me?
This is Commander Gampu. Did you find them, Chris?
Affirmative. But People's in bad shape, Commander.
He was accidentally frozen by the cryotron.
There's a hot spring covered by rocks. We must get to it. Maybe you could do it, Commander, with the Myotron laser.
It's too dangerous, Chris. I have nothing to zero in on. I could hit you.
It's People's only chance, Commander.
No, I'm sorry, Chris. I cannot endanger all of you.
Chris! Chris, you're collinear. The commander can triangulate on that.
Right. If I leave the collinear on target, could you zero in on it?
Affirmative.
Collinear in place. Take it away, Commander.
This is Commander Gampu. I am initiating a complete radio silence effective immediately. Cease all transmissions. Stand by for emergency triangulation. Switch Mytron control to command center. Starting countdown. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Contact.
Easy now, Chris.
What should we do, Tigar?
We gotta put him in the water. Just put him in there. Got him?
People, get well. Get well.
Come on, people!
You can do it.
Thaw, people. Come on.
Please, just melt.
You can make it.
It'll work.
Come on, people!
He's starting to melt now. He's melting.
Come on, people!
It's getting better. Just a little more, people. Just a little more.
It's gonna make it, Loki.
It'll be all right. It's coming off. It's coming off.
Come on, people!
It's working. It's working. He's oh, great.
He's gonna make it.
He'll be fine, Loki.
He must be cold.
Almost there.
He's fine.
People, are you all right?
as soon as I get rid of these sneezes.
Well, I'll fix you up as soon as we get to my toolkit.
I am very, very sorry that I did that to you people. But to be sorry is not enough.
It was an accident, Draymond. I know you didn't mean to hurt me.
I don't understand. You and your friends should be very, very angry with me. Instead, you forgive me. I wish I had friends like yours, people.
I think if you want friends, Draymond, you'll find them. I think you found them already.
Draymond, why don't you come back to the academy? Talk to Commander Gampu. You'd like him.
But would he like me?
Oh, of course. He'd like you very much.
Then I'll do it.
Great. And we'll take you there. As for you, Tigar, you have a vacation to catch up with?
When you get back, I have a hunch you'll solve the problem with your cryotron.
And I'll help you, Tigar.
Then it'll be a cinch, Loki. Hey, I better call in to the commander. Dalius to control, come in.
Go ahead, Tigar. How is people?
Oh, I'm fine. I weathered the storm in my usual fashion. Top drawer.
That's wonderful news. Tigar, carry on with your vacation. Chris will fill me in. Oh, and Tigar.
Yes, sir.
I know how you must have felt when you learned about the icicle. But remember, all great men have suffered disappointments. From Galileo to the Wright brothers. They did not give up, and neither will you.
Thank you, sir.
Control out.
Draymond, we'll be looking forward to seeing you back at the academy.
And I'll show you around.
I'll show him around. He's my friend.
You know what, people? I'm your friend, too.
When choosing a new car, don't compromise. Oldsmobile Cutlass Supreme SL is longer and wider, yet accelerates faster than Ford Taurus. It's more powerful, yet gets better highway gas mileage than Honda Accord. And it has a better owner satisfaction plan than both. Which obviously makes Cutlass Supreme the smarter choice. All the way around.
This is the new generation of Olds.
Monday, the Jump Street cops take on their toughest assignments. And they've never had more fun. Holly Robinson, Peter DeLuise, Dustin Gwynn, and Johnny Depp. Like you've never seen them before. On an all-new 21 Jump Street, Monday.
Valvoline makes the highest quality motor oil recommended by any automobile manufacturer. And that's not all. Valvoline motor oil is actually recommended by name in the owner's manuals of these world-class cars. And when the members of the Sports Car Club of America were polled, they named Valvoline their #1 motor oil. And here's the best part. Buy Valvoline and Turtle Wax Super Hard Gel right now and you'll get the Turtle Wax free. See participating retailers for details.
Maybe I'll give this away. Look at that. Look how big that damn thing is. Look, it's every toy at a certain point that was brought by He-Man. Look at that. Not none of the new stuff because that's way too new. But there's some of it in here. But yeah, this is a cool ass book, and I have an extra copy. and I think I'd like to share it maybe. So 15,000 subscribers will give that big sucker away. How about that? So, hope you guys still dig Space Academy. Yes, that is, God, everybody keeps pointing it out. And yes, Dr. Smith's hair is super distracting. It's bad is that I know his name, but I will always call him Dr. Smith. So, this is just weird hair choice. I'm not going to lie. And I get it's the 70s. It was still a weird hair choice in the 70s. So, we're heading over, keeping going. We're going over to Space Amish, as we all like to call it. You know, I kind of wonder what would happen if the Amish woke up one day and they're out there plowing their fields and with their plain kids and their plain wives and their plain clothes, and all of a sudden they realize they're on a spaceship traveling through space. You think they would like give up being Amish at that point? They're like, well, we're on a spaceship, so well. I don't know. That's a horrible Amish accent too. Just think about that. If the Amish were in space and they woke up and found out they were on a spaceship, what would happen to the Amish? So here you guys go. This is StarLost episode 10. And this is Mr. Smith of Manchester. Manchester United. The big soccer fans, you know. No, I don't know. I do have a couple friends that are big Manchester United fans, which is weird because we live in the United States. And it's always West Ham. I'm not going to lie. Manchester, whatever. West Ham. No, I don't know. I don't follow soccer. So here you guys go. Enjoy StarLost episode 10.
The giant Earthship Ark, drifting through deep space over 800 years into the far future. Its passengers, the descendants of the last survivors of the dead planet Earth, locked in separate worlds, heading for destruction. Unless 3 young people can save the StarLost.
Found them, Mr. Smith, wandering around the filtration plant.
We'll get to them in a minute.
Sensoring devices in central master tubes and all associated tubes for traffic and supply indicate no military probes, no civilian traffic.
Check that again. Well, now
matter how sophisticated their anti-detection methods, they've got to show up on the screen. What do you make of it, Trent?
I don't think it's a probe. I don't think it's any kind of military reconnaissance at all.
The report checks out, Mr. Smith. Heat, sound, and movement sensors all register 0.
And who the devil are these three?
They could be spies, infiltrating to test our defenses. Or maybe...
Yes?
3 innocent travelers who stumbled on the vicinity by sheer chance?
They came armed. Somehow they got in. Out of sensor range, and then through impregnable defenses. Now tell me, how do they do all of that without some sort of sophisticated military intelligence and support?
This is Mr. Smith, President of the Biosphere. I'm Trent, aide-de-camp. You will answer all questions put to you.
Your names and origins, your military rank, the names of your superiors, and the details of your mission.
You really think we're spies, don't you? Do we look like spies? We don't even know where we are. What could we possibly want from you?
All right, then. Advance agents, the first prongs of a 5th column. Well, you've gotten in, but you're never getting out. Trent, increase the guard. I want censoring devices to sweep every tube around the clock. Oh, and institute red alert.
Punch up red alert.
Did you people really think that you'd find us such an easy mark? Well, you'll tell us everything we want to know. Put them into interrogation.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute! Just wait a minute. You really think we're spies? Well, you listen to me. We're from Cypress Corners. We were coming through an iris looking for help to get the Ark back on course and avoid a collision with a solar star. The next thing we know, we're in your biosphere. A door, or an iris, whatever it is that you call it, closed behind us. We couldn't even find a seam in the metal. And your guards arrest us. We've done nothing to you. What threat could we possibly be?
You're being taped by remote control every moment you're reconnoitering the main gate. And those cover stories. The weakest that an inferior intelligence service could devise. We'll get the truth from you. Electronic interrogation.
Your name? David. Name of your intelligence, sir?
I don't belong to her. No one infiltrated us. We just wandered in by mistake.
How did you get inside? What route did you take?
We didn't even know we were entering your biosphere. We just came through an iris, and suddenly the iris closed.
Came to spy out our defense capabilities. You're the first to go underground among our people, test their morale, and report secretly to your leader.
No!
You plan to explode devices in our factories, sabotage our war effort, and leave us vulnerable. Then signal the precise moment, breach the main gate, pour in your soldiers and weapons, and annihilate us.
We're not enemies to anyone!
You're our enemies!
No!
You're cowards to come without uniforms, liars to deny the truth.
No!
You're nothing. You're worth nothing to anyone now. You're spies who have been exposed, captured, and sentenced to death.
We're not spies!
Your allies can't help you now, do you understand? You can't be rescued. You can't be saved. Tell us everything you know. Your superiors, the size and armaments of your forces. There aren't any!
We are not your enemies! We're not even soldiers. We don't have any weapons.
We're telling you the truth.
You're going to tell me the truth, Readout is positive, aren't you?
For all of them.
I've been programmed to lie, of course, to give not the slightest sign in pulse rate, psychological reaction, emotional stability. The best programming I've ever seen. Which biosphere can possibly have made such progress? They're dangerous, Trent. You mark my words.
They're from Cypress Corners, an agricultural society. They're simple, earthy people. They don't know how to lie.
You've been working too hard, Trent. I think you better take some sick leave. All right, bring them out of it. Oh, there now, you see? You feel better, don't you? And you don't recall a thing, do you? And all without the salubrious benefit of the grape. I've told you a dozen times, Trent. You need a dose of this rest machine yourself. How about you, mister? You feel better now? Say, look, why don't we break some bread together? I can't think of a better way to get to know each other. Here you are, my dear, your own special quarters. Why don't you freshen up and join us shortly? You must think us bores. Let me apologize. You're more than welcome in Manchester. And for the remainder of your stay, you're honored guests.
Well, you don't think we're spies?
Well, you may accuse us of stupidity or even paranoia, but not gracelessness. We admit our errors when they're pointed out to us.
Well, I don't understand who are your enemies. We've hardly seen a sign of life anywhere in the Ark.
We haven't exchanged words with the enemy, for that matter, anyone in the Ark, since the Dome Wars.
That huge door, the entrance to this biosphere, why do they lock you in like that?
Well, that's a source of embarrassment. And grossly unfair. When the Ark set out, we were here specifically for the purpose of manufacturing small arms and handguns, for the day that we might be encountering unfriendly territories. Well, as I understand it, things got a bit out of hand, and they came to believe that we were a danger to the Ark. They wanted to ban handguns, small arms, you know. Well, our people just weren't having any. So they sealed us off.
Well, why didn't you blast your way out?
Oh, we couldn't. You don't know your metals, my friend. The main gate is composed of the hardest alloy there is. Blasting through it would take the top off the dome. Besides, why open and invite the Goths, the Visigoths, the Vandals to tea? I know, you told me. There aren't any.
Mr. Smith, I assure you there is no military force out there.
Well, you've told us so much, you must understand it's a little hard to absorb. But if what you say is true, I want you to understand something. I'm your man. Your good right arm.
What do you mean? I don't understand you.
I mean that my best engineers, my best brains are at your disposal. You lead us out, the very way that you yourselves came in, and I promise you that we here in Manchester will do everything in our power to help you solve the problems of the Ark.
Well, they know something about engineering. They could do all the things that have to be done. If we could find the way out, I'm sure we could get the gate open. Mr. Smith could get someone to work the mechanism.
Now, don't rush yourselves. After all, you're my guests. Trent, show them some good, comfortable quarters here in the inner city. Ah, Rachel, I trust you enjoyed your new quarters? Trent was right about one thing. They are uncomplicated. But old Trent herself, well, she's not nearly as uncomplicated. No, we're going to have to keep her in our sights.
If what you say is true, we've been spending our lives for generations building armaments for a war that will never happen. Living in a paranoid isolation, in fear of enemies that don't exist. And all in the name of security.
Whatever you've been doing, all I can do is tell you what I know. Now, there are other biospheres out there, just like your own, all isolated from one another. You're all mad, you know.
Yes, we are mad. All of us. Mr. Smith, most of all. He represents the madness, because it comes in the disguise of good intentions, like security, and wrapped with dedication, and even humor. But it's still madness. He wants a way out, to help you put the Ark on course, he says. But I don't trust him, Revan. I don't trust him. You don't really know what goes on. You must never lead him out. Never show him the way. I'm warning you, all of you. Listen to me.
Savages.
Trent is his aide. How can he treat her like that? We gotta get out of here.
We can't. You heard what she said. We're their prisoners. We couldn't find the way out even if they let us go.
Well, I'm for trying right now. Look, you see Smith. We'll scatter around.
Don't stand on ceremony. Come on in.
Where's Trent? Your guards attacked her.
Well, I heard that she was arrested, but I can't believe she was treated brutally.
Well, she was.
A report on Trent's arrest.
Trent arrested, charged treason, resisted arrest, handled with minimum force, removed by stretcher.
It's a lie. She wasn't even warned by the guards.
She reached for her weapon, didn't she?
Because the guards were armed. She had to protect herself. They dragged her out. There wasn't even a stretcher.
No stretcher. I won't have people getting less than the best in medical attention. I want a full military report on all the circumstances surrounding Trent's arrest.
What did you mean by treason?
Aren't you getting rather deeply involved? What does Trent mean to you? You realize, of course, if she's convicted, you could be punished as an accessory.
What's this? What's this have to do with it?
War plans. Complete logistics for a full military attack on the Ark, drawn up in fine detail by your good friend Trent.
This has to be a forgery. Why would she suggest an attack on the Ark? Where is she? I want to see her.
She's being held incommunicado.
Well, I want to make sure that she's all right.
It can't be done.
Now, you look. You want me to cooperate with you to find the secret exit. Why should we cooperate with someone who won't trust us to talk to one so-called criminal?
Very well. One security clearance for a visit by Our guest. She'll say anything, you know. They always do, those traitors.
One of those computer modules.
It's the first one we've seen in this biosphere.
Doesn't look like it's been used for years.
It's war equipment. Tanks and guns.
What's it doing here?
I don't know.
Now, why would he have this arsenal here? What have they done to you?
Stay away from me, Devon.
Why did they do this to you?
I betrayed him. I was disloyal. It's the worst offense in his code.
But why? Why, Trent?
Just say doubts. Rising doubts. I was married, you see. And it became necessary for them to put my husband in the outer city. Of course, that meant death for him. Oh, I even accepted it. It's funny how easy it is to accept things and rationalize them when you're a member of the team. When you work for Smith, it's loyalty above all.
Gotta get you a doctor.
No. I'm finished.
No, you're not. Smith has wanted an investigation.
Poor Devon. You are naive.
We're gonna fight your case. He's accused you of drawing up a plan to attack the Ark. Now, obviously, it's a forgery.
No, Devon. I drew up the plans.
You did?
Yes. He asked me to. Well, I had grave doubts, but I never thought we'd ever get out of the biosphere, so what was the harm? He won me a promotion. Now he can hold it against me as evidence. Committing Manchester to a dangerous and immoral war. The whole thing. Get out, Devon. All of you, while you can.
No. Not until you're released and your wounds treated. Don't forget, none of this would have happened if you hadn't tried to warn us. We're committed to you. You still have 3 friends, anyway. Exit forbidden. I wonder if this could be the way out.
Let's find out. Like a baby. How can people live out here?
What's the matter? Is the baby sick? Poor thing, what's wrong with him?
Bring out your dead. Bring out your dead. Last collection of the day. Bring out your dead. Bring out your dead. Bring out your dead. Last collection of the day.
There's poison.
Bring out.
We gotta get out of here.
What about the baby?
Come on.
Where's Rachel?
Oh, she's in the woman's infirmary. She's all right. She's asleep, so don't you bother her.
What happened to them?
Well, they were overcome by the air outside.
I don't get you.
Now, don't you worry. It's their first exposure, and only for a short time. Thank heavens the guards were looking for them. You know, a few hours longer and recovery isn't guaranteed, you know. Why ever would they want to go out there?
Garth, how do you feel? Where's Rachel? She's all right. She's in the woman's infirmary. You all right?
Yeah. I'm all right, I guess. Went out like lights. Didn't have time to drag Rachel to the Iris.
You just rest a while. You'll be all right. But remember, you've had your first exposure. You'll never come through it that easily again. Didn't anyone warn you not to go out?
What's out there? Poison gas?
I'm afraid that's just the ordinary atmosphere. Well, don't be so surprised. It's been like that for a long time. You have admittance to the inner city. You don't have to go out.
But there are people out there. There was a woman with a sick child, and a man with a cart collecting dead bodies.
What's going on out there? Why do you die if you breathe the air?
Well, those who live in that atmosphere survive. When you're not used to it, it kills more quickly.
Well, don't they get medical treatment?
If you have questions, put them to Mr. Smith, not to me.
Well, that's not all we found. You know what's in here? A warehouse a mile long, jammed with guns, tanks.
Wait a minute. You know, Smith said that they made small arms. Then what do they need those weapons for? Why are you stockpiling them?
Please, no more questions. I have to do a final X-ray on you. Now he can see us, but he can't hear us. Over here, she. Up against this sheet. Hands behind your back. You've seen too much already. Don't you think he knows everything that happens? Everything we think?
We gotta find a way out of here without letting him know. We can't take a chance on letting him loose in the Ark.
Get out how? We'd have to search the whole dome for an iris. Hasn't Smith tried that for years and failed?
We found a way in. Even if the iris closed without a trace, surely there must be an opening somewhere.
What do we look for?
What would Smith look for? An iris. Yet we know that no iris is visible inside this dome.
Well, the dome walls are so covered in grime, even if there was an iris, you couldn't find it.
Yeah. And yet, every iris has a computer module. Find a computer module and you know you're near an iris.
Hey, wait a minute, we found one. Not an iris, but a module. We both saw it.
Look, stop.
You're terrified of him.
Don't talk to me. He hates disloyalty. He punishes it.
You know what he did to Trent?
I don't know anything.
He tortured her.
He what?
That's right. You gotta get her out of here.
You'd never get by the guards.
We could use your help.
I can't help you.
Please. We need weapons.
The guards have them. You'd never get your hands on them.
Look, we need time to hunt for the iris.
Listen to me. Make your peace with Mr. Smith. He's too clever. Do what he wants. Otherwise, you'll be sent outside. You know what that means to all of you. You're not used to that air. You wouldn't last a day.
Nor would the guards. You said they were as vulnerable as we are. More so, because they've been exposed more.
There must be face masks. Something.
Yes, if you need them, look for blue-faced lockers. But hurry. You haven't much time till Smith gets suspicious. Please, I can't block these monitors much longer.
You want to come with us?
Don't even say we talked.
Go get the girl.
Well. Whatever possessed you to fill your lungs with that garbage? You ought to thank my guards for keeping an eye on you. Well, some great mind long ago warned that all the world is a stage and everyone in it is a critic. You don't like our biosphere.
There are people dying from those fumes.
We're highly industrialized. They're prosperous and happy.
What happened to your filtration system?
It's working more or less. It's a little overloaded, and we did have to build this inner city. That's where we are now, of course. But it's sealed. It has its own air supply.
What about the people in the outer city? They're not happy and prosperous. Aren't you concerned about them? Are they just supposed to stay out there breathing that poison and die? There are women and children out there suffering. No one is helping them. You have medical aid here. Why don't you bring them in and treat them? How many people die every day who could be saved? How many people are dying right now?
They're hardy people. They know the factories have to get on with it. They don't mind making sacrifices for the nation.
That's a callous attitude.
Don't you teach me morality, miss. My family died out there. We're not immune in here. It seeps in. The vulnerable succumb. You think it's easy to evict your own kin?
Then why do it?
Because the healthy have to survive. They're the only administrators for the entire economy. And the tainted, they just use up scarce atmosphere.
That is manufacturing gone mad. Why don't you stop it so you can all breathe?
You don't understand pride and achievement. Do you realize that we are on the way to exceeding all production goals, to being the biggest suppliers in the galaxy?
Suppliers of what? Armaments?
Oh, armaments, yes. Of course, they told you about our warehouse. Well, you brought us good news. The dome wars are over, and you'll be pleased to know that we've converted to civilian production. Now, if you'll show us the way out, We'll evacuate the bad atmosphere. The Ark's filtration system will take care of that easily. And then we're all for peaceful commerce. Trade, my boy, the good life for everyone.
What about Trent?
Yes, Trent. Well, it's true. The investigation showed that she was treated roughly. And I'm furious, but I assure you, she's been released and is on her way home to recuperate.
You expect me to believe that?
Sir, you believe whatever you want to. But don't you come into my office, the head of state, and hurl insults at me. I'm not in the habit of being cross-examined.
You say Trent's gone home?
Yes. Yes, exactly. And she's recovering rapidly. I want her well again. I want her with me. I need her. I miss her. I know that her loyalty to my administration is unimpaired. I'm going to need her now more than ever, especially now that we're initiating new programs. I don't want your trust just for personal or egotistical reasons. Devon, you've shown me something. You've shown me that we're all interdependent. I'm dependent upon you three. Look, if we're to join the biospheres in trade and cultural exchange, you're the ones who are going to make it possible. You've got to show us the way out.
We better do it, Devon. Not just for his benefit, but for ours.
If we're going to get the Ark back on course, we'll need his help.
All right, we'll do it.
You will. You'll show us the Iris exit? You have my guards at your disposal.
We won't need your help, thank you.
As you wish, my boy. As you wish.
It's Trent.
What about Trent?
She's been expelled.
Well, Smith sent her home to recuperate. He released her from jail.
She's been sent outside to die.
Screen's been troubling me for some time. But she'll wait.
Do you think they can really find a way out of the biosphere, Mr. Smith?
My dear, I've never wished fugitives better luck in my life.
These are the masks the nurse told us about.
Guy dead for me? Just making one trip tonight.
Trent! 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 Trent!
Put your mask back.
Why?
I haven't got long to live.
We're going to take you with us.
Got to get away from here. Don't trust Smith. Don't believe him.
He said he wants to open the way to the Ark. He wants to clear the air here with the Ark's filtration system.
You can't let all that poison in here. You poison the Ark. Everybody out there will die. Your only hope is to close down plants. Sooner or later, the filtration system will take care of itself.
All right.
Hey, you can't do that. What do you want her for? She's dying anyway.
You're going to be all right. We'll get you to the infirmary. The nurse will help you.
She can't help now. I've been out too long. I've passed the point of absorption. Find your way out. Leave me here.
We'll take you with us. Where did you see the computer module?
It's over there.
If it's not that one, there's got to be another one nearby.
All right, give me a hand.
No, wait a minute. That would make sense. Why haven't we been followed? I haven't seen any sign of a guard anywhere.
Smith offered us the guards, but we turned him down.
He expects us to find the iris.
No, he's too smart. Why would he let us go alone? He could find the iris and just disappear.
You think he's watching us?
Yes, I think he's around here somewhere.
Smith! Why don't you come over and see Trent? Get a good look at what you've done to her.
What are you doing? You bring him out of the woodwork. That's crazy. Why don't we just let the computer do it and we'll leave quietly?
He's watching us. He wants to see exactly what we do, and then he's going to follow us.
Come on out, Smith! Come on, Mr. Smith, what are you waiting for?
Now what kind of a game are they playing?
All right, Smith! Come on, we know you're out there.
He can't be armed, sir.
No, of course not. Not with all that equipment lying out there. You are a dumb bunny. They can't have Trent with them. She's dead by now.
Come on out, Smith!
Be careful, Mr. Smith.
How's Trent?
Come and see!
Come on, then.
They're armed. Just trying to even that out. Give me a hand. This looks like the safety. Okay. Now, when you want to fire, press that and that at the same time.
Just you alone! We have weapons too!
But I was disloyal.
Yes, you are, my love. You know I have to be pragmatic in these things. You can't govern if you're not pragmatic. You know that.
I almost admired you for that once.
A thankless child is like a serpent in the bosom.
You really believe that, don't you? I pity you.
But you're the one that's dying, my dear, not me.
You've never felt anything for anybody. I've felt everything there is to feel. I loved my husband. I grieved for him. I felt compassion for those you punished. But I hated you. Now I just feel sorry for you. You have only the exuberance of power. And when that's gone, what have you left? It'll flood in, and they're vulnerable. Only make sure you get your hands on the masks and put your own on.
Right. We'll put on the mask. You two give me some good covering fire. I'll try to make a run for it.
She's dead.
All right, let's try it.
Open fire, but be sure not to hit them. Now! Masks! Masks, you fool! How long do you think we can live in this?
The lockers are empty, sir.
I'm past my exposure limit. Move! Move!
We're leaving.
You'll never get away, Devon. If there's one place we've searched for security purposes, it's this warehouse. We'll get masks and we'll be back. You haven't heard the end of me yet.
Gotta find a way out. What if that computer still works? Works for what? There's no iris. Well, I've got my key. It's worth a try.
Devon, look! We could open it. How come they couldn't?
Because they didn't have a key.
learn how to control that madman, we'll come back. Unless he gets out first.
What makes our Del Monte beans so much better than everyone else's Del Monte beans? Our watermelon. What makes our Cheerios better? Our steak. And why are our Scott towels so much better? Tomatoes. You see, people prefer Super Value for everything because of our outstanding produce, meat, and dairy. So why is our Reynolds wrap better than everyone else's? It's because of our milk.
Bob Bartram, are you sure you're eating the most nutritious cornflakes?
I'd bet the house on it.
Amanda Pittman, are you sure you're eating the best tasting cornflakes?
I'd bet the family jewels.
You may not know it, but now there's a cornflake from Total. Total cornflakes have twice the vitamin and mineral nutrition of Kellogg's, and they taste better too. So before you bet on your cornflakes, remember, the best cornflakes are from Total.
It's coming. The Nintendo Power Fest. The most awesome Nintendo festival ever. June 1st, 2nd, and 3rd at the St. Paul Civic Center.
Kids, Fox 29 Kids Club wants you to be there. Play hundreds of Game Boys all day for free, including new Nintendo games never even heard of. Meet the experts and get their secrets. Say hello to Super Mario Brothers, Mario and Luigi. Star in your own music video or take the ultimate challenge and compete for the Nintendo World Championships. Just keep watching Fox 29 KITN for your chance to win. Courtesy of the Fox 29 Kids Club.
So that was StarLost episode 10. More space zombies. Something about that show just it's kind of dull, but something about it makes me want to keep watching it. And I've seen it a long time ago. It's crazy. I still just like okay. So here we go. We're going to a show. What would happen if you decide to make RoboCop on a budget? And actually, if you decide to take RoboCop and smash it together with Street Hawk, Street Hawk, yeah, Knight Rider, but a motorcycle. If you decided to smash RoboCop and Street Hawk together, you'd get SuperForce. SuperForce starring is the guy from summer school who was a stripper at night and kept sleeping through school. The dude who obviously looks 40 while making a show pretending to be a teenager. And go back and look at Summer School. That movie is crazy. Look at the cast they have. I mean, seriously, it's insane. Courtney Thorne Smith before she was big. Shawnee Smith before she was big. Early Mark Harmon. Early Kirstie Alley. Jesus, it's huge. It's crazy that movie. Still love it. Dave and Chainsaw. Although I did see Dave and Chainsaw recently. Jesus, they're old. Holy crap. Sorry. But I want to have you guys. This is SuperForce. This is episode 1. The pilot. Enjoy.
Come on, somebody open the door!
Ladies and gentlemen of the world, we join in silent prayer as the spaceship Columbus approaches re-entry. After almost 2 years in space, traveling from Mars to Earth, the craft was crippled last week when a meteor shower shattered the main drive and depleted the Columbus's oxygen supply.
We have you marked. Prepare for re-entry.
Astronaut Jackson and cosmonauts Kozlo, Petrovich, and Yamuri have had to put their life support systems on rock-bottom maintenance, leaving Commander Zachary Stone to pilot the craft and make the emergency repairs. The question on the minds of everyone at the Space Agency and the rest of the world is, will Stone's jerry-rigged propulsion system hold up?
Computer switch to manual now. Go manual.
The Columbus is now entering Earth's gravity. This is the key time. The retro rockets must fire.
Columbus, we confirm manual override. Prepare for retro fire in 3, 2, 1. It's firing. We have ignition.
The Columbus has braked successfully. All it has to do now is coast home.
Leave the driving to us. Commander will correct course with ground telemetry.
Thank God.
Congratulations, Commander Stone.
We can now celebrate the heroics of the young American without whom 5 lives would have been lost, and perhaps our future in space would have been jeopardized. The man of the hour, whether here in Metroplex or in Moscow, welcome home, Zachary Stone.
Terra firma. Great, Johnny. Red sands of Mars may be beautiful, but they sure don't compare to the green hills of home.
What did you miss the most?
Well, let me put it this way. Can't wait to get back to see my father, my brother Frank, and go down a couple dozen Big Macs. All right.
Zach, how'd you do it? How'd you know how to get the ship back?
Faith. I believe a man can accomplish anything he sets his mind to.
I simply deplore the waste of money on a useless space program that can be so much better used here on Earth.
You're a true humanitarian, Satori-san. You often remind me of Jomo Kenyatta.
And I very much admire Philman-san.
So, our blood is now mixed, Aniki. The property is yours to occupy and will be fully furnished within the week.
We all try to change the world in our small way, don't we?
It is man's purpose in life.
I'm all celebrated out, EB. Where's my family?
I've always been here for you, haven't I, Zach?
EB, seeing you at the ceremony was a breath of fresh air. But a man doesn't spend 2 years in space looking forward to coming home to an adopted uncle.
Things happen in life, my boy. Personal situations many times have to take a back seat to professional obligation.
Fredrickson, do shut up.
Dad's, he's gone, isn't he? What happened?
He was in an automobile accident. Shortly after your Mars ship took off.
Why didn't anybody say something?
Because they were afraid that the news would alter your performance and jeopardize your mission.
Where's Frank? Somebody talk.
Gentlemen,
Frank Jr. disappeared in the line of duty, sir.
But a trail of computer evidence showed that he was a cop on the tape, right? Computers. They screw up your checking account and then accuse the world's best cop of corruption. Do you believe Frank went bad?
No.
Wow. I can't believe I'm here with an honest-to-God astronaut. We file clerks only get to meet celebrities and their bios when they die. Of course, if anybody found out I let you see all this, probably see my bit up there, too. Wow. Your brother actually worked in the crime zone? Bigger pay, bigger risk, or so I heard.
Bullet train 397 to Metro North, now leaving from launch gate 12. 397 to Metro North. Bullet train 181 to Central Park, now leaving from launch gate 10. 181 to Central Park.
Hey! Got a few hundred yen to help put a poor girl through college?
I don't have any money. See, I've been off the planet for a while.
And I thought I'd heard every lame excuse in the world.
Hey, I saw you on TV last night. So what's God's gift to the media doing here in the sewer?
Comparing it to Mars, my opinion, Mars wins.
I'll give you a lift back to the real world. Just remember, You're gonna play explorer in this part of town. Better learn the rules of the jungle.
All for one and one for all, kid. You and me, huh? The two musketeers.
Here, kid. This is for you. Now you spend it on your education, okay? You're gonna go all the way to the moon someday. Maybe further.
The police academy isn't any happier to have you than NASA is to lose you.
Not asking for any favoritism, E.B. I have to prove myself just like any other rookie.
Your father didn't want you following in his footsteps, you know that.
Dad's gone now, and our name's in the mud. Now, he wouldn't have wanted it that way either.
I doubt you'll clear Frank Jr. by walking his beat.
He gave up a lot for me. The least I can do is try.
You know where I'll be if you need me.
You know where I'll be.
Training sequence initiated. Fire at will. Advanced training sequence initiated.
I am sorry, Oyuban. We lost Pisces Electronics to a higher bidder.
Hungerford Industries again. Business is a gamble, isn't it? Just like life.
elimination sequence initiated. Performance evaluation, excellent.
Ye be Hungerford has opposed us in so many negotiations, nay? The man is a power-hungry megalomaniac. Sometimes I wish he did not exist.
Graduates, assemble for the ceremonies. All graduates, assemble.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are proud to present the Metroplex Police Academy of Summer 2020.
You'll have to forgive me, Madam Prime Minister, I must go. I'm very late for an extremely important engagement. Fine ladies on a daily basis. Damn telephones make a man late for his own funeral.
You? How can you...
Man, will you let go of me? You better have a damn good reason for barging in here, you Neanderthal.
Hungerford Industries, number
365-02007.
FX Spinner. FX Spinner? You're Spinner?
No, I just look like him. Of course I'm Spinner.
All right. Please.
Thank you. Now, bozo, who the heck are you?
No, it's really nice to see a guy who doesn't watch television all the time. I'm Zach Stone.
Zach Stone?
Yeah.
Hey, man, wait, just tell me. Did you see any fine little green sisters while you was down on Mars? No, I'm just kidding. What the heck are you doing down in the crime zone?
Well, EB was supposed to be at my graduation from the police academy. And he didn't show.
Well, he's not in the building. I already checked. Just came in to do some late night work and saw the door trashed. Actually, there's one place I didn't look. Holy. Oh, no. That used to be a car. No, don't touch it.
I'm not planning on it. What is this stuff?
Some sort of genetically engineered plasma enzyme. Known Mr. H for 2 years. If anything's happened to him... Mr. H.
EB.
He pulled me out of the gutter. Gave me a chance at life.
Whoever killed him must have just left. Maybe I can still find him.
So what are you gonna wind up as? A perforated corpse or oatmeal?
Neither. I'm gonna get that guy.
We're not talking a regular guy, bro. We're talking enough firepower to lay down one of the world's best security systems and turn that car downstairs into mashed potatoes.
You know what I've seen since I got home? This whole world has gone to hell. No, I'm sorry, I didn't survive burned out power source and zero gravity to watch everybody I care about die.
Oh, so you think you survived Mars because you were so smart, huh? No, you had technology on your side. And I'm not talking these tranquilizer guns that the cops use on the bad guys these days. You had science working for you. You had Mr. H's spacesuit, and that made you superhuman.
Where's the suit now?
We're on Earth, remember? Not in Kansas, Dorothy.
Come on, man, it sure as hell beats going after these guys in my underwear. Where's the suit?
What you need is the new suit.
What new suit?
The one we were working on for your next Mars mission. Major parts of it are reinforced, and the new electronics give the exoskeleton muscles some real kick.
All right.
said you were dead.
Had you go in there, didn't it, kid?
No, Frank. Please. Frank.
Chili most. You're back. Gotta ease up, though, man. You're gonna pull out my expensive tubes.
Where am I?
The beautiful Hungerford Industries Infirmary. Kind of nice, don't you think? Eh? Don't think. You suffered a pretty good bonk on the cabeza. You know that?
E.B.
He's still dead. Your butt almost went with him. Except I'm a people person, know what I mean? Couldn't stand the thought of being alone.
Thanks, man.
You're gonna make it. Come on, Zach. Couple more lefts, couple more rights. You'll be able to do the whiplash.
Thanks. Almost. So, your folks left you in the city to make it or break it, right?
That's right. And I broke it. Ended up in stir. The cop who bagged me decided I had a brain, donated me to science. Thus, here I am.
You know, I find it surprising that Hungerford would risk taking in a parolee.
Hey, Zach. I'm not just a parolee.
I didn't mean anything by it, man. Really.
Besides, the cop put in a good word for me. Maybe you know him. He's got the same last name as you. Stone? Frank Stone? There's no way Frank could kill Hungerford, man.
I wouldn't have thought he could kill me either. But he sure came close.
You sure it was him?
Hey, man, I know my own brother.
Okay. Do me a favor. Don't tell anybody till I'm sure.
All right.
So, you and Mia, all that's left of the family now.
Yeah, I guess so. You know, with E.B. gone, what's gonna happen to this company?
It's giving me a real pause for thought. It'll probably be ripe for some big takeover by some big cheeses like Panasonic, GTE, Satori Enterprises.
Teo Satori, huh? You know, before he was public hero #1, my dad put him away from masterminding a series of savings and loan frauds.
When you see Officer Stone, tell him I'll never forget him for this.
There was just some way we could hide E.B.'s death from the public.
His 3-day peace mission to Zaire. And in other news, the Zenith storm delivered over 8 inches of much-needed rain to the Midwestern Dust Bowl.
I don't know why the media aren't carrying the news, Oyama. Our reliable sources say that Hungerford was murdered.
One must never wish for the death of another, even an enemy. Let us put aside our personal aims for the moment. It is time to initiate my program.
And the meeting with the international leaders?
time. They must first come to realize the great need they have for those of us who are wiser. After all, who else can do their thinking for them?
Oh, this guy's been a pain for the last 2 days. He's been butting into windows all over town.
It sure looks like it.
Hey! Aren't you...
A new officer that just signed up for this precinct.
Name's Miranda Deutschman.
Hi, Zach Stone.
Hey, look what we've got here. The original Martian chronicler. What are you doing here?
I'm working here now. All
right. Everybody make like you work for a living. Let's talk in my office, where you're a little less distracted. Is that why you pushed your way through the academy? So you could reopen your brother's case?
Frank was assumed murdered, right? Well, unsolved cases are still ongoing. That's been my understanding.
Frank's death was a real blow to this department. Regardless of what they're saying now, we lost a fine detective and a good friend. But there have been 10 rapes reported so far this morning. And God knows how many burglaries, robberies, and active crimes are going down while we stand here talking.
Okay. What if there's new evidence that Frank is still alive?
There are no glory hounds here, Junior. Remember that. Remember this, too. I've got as much confidence in you as I've got in the government. And I stopped voting for them 10 years ago.
You're right. Forget it. You're right.
the obsolete software. It's just not enough money to pay for the good stuff. Come on, give me a break. Okay. Yep. There have been vandals attacking property all over the zone. All the buildings they hit are owned by a guy named Quentin St. Germain. It's weird, huh?
Yeah, a real coincidence. Check it out, huh? All eyewitnesses at each attack reported gang types. Another coincidence, huh? Thanks.
Oh, I almost forgot.
Yeah.
A message came while you were out. You want to hear it?
Sure.
We get all the rejects.
I hope you've enjoyed your first day on the job, Zach. Why don't you pop by the lab on the way home, and we'll celebrate.
What's the matter?
That was a message from a ghost.
And so FX insisted that the first thing a man would crave after 2 years in space would be white meat.
Where is he?
He's in there. I programmed in Mr. H's personality, achievements, intelligence, voice and speech patterns. It's the next best thing to having him here. Well, almost.
Hey, you solved the corporate takeover problem, didn't you?
The way I figure it, Mr. H spends so much time in his private office that folks don't expect to do anything but hear from him anyway.
Spinner, who really designed that suit that I demolished?
Well, Mr. H had gotten a little too deep into the stock market and politics, and he didn't believe there'd really be a second Mars mission, so I did it with my own little hands. However, it was not designed for street use, and it was not designed to take a direct hit.
How long would it take for you to make another one?
Not long, unless you're in a hurry.
I'm in a hurry.
I'll work faster.
Can you modify this for street use?
You mean like triple-deck CD?
More reinforcement, more weaponry.
You still have to Frank or whoever he was.
Can you do this?
Do you realize what you're offering me here? A chance to out Hungerford.
Impossible.
Don't bet on it.
You're right. I've had a real run of bad luck with those inner city properties. Know what's behind it? Someone's trying to destroy me, that's obvious. Could be anyone. Dave Concord, for example. How about the Regis Company? And there's Marge Crocker and that bum Bill Needles.
Who are these people, Mr. St. Germain?
My enemies. And they're not all, believe me. Here's a list.
These are realtors.
Of course. Trust me, son. I'm the only honest landman in town.
Yeah. We'll check into this for you.
Those are really nice pets. Zach, man, this police work is so exciting. Reminds me of why I chose science.
Yeah, which part exactly?
Come here, Fluffy.
What a slime.
You bugged the slime?
Yeah, he's talking to him.
Say goodbye to Daddy.
Who's Fluffy?
Who knows?
Who cares?
Nice, Fluffy.
in the Smithsonian.
Well, first it was my dad's, then my brother's. Now she is mine.
Yeah, well, you just don't see a class act of wheels around like this.
Hey, you're not gonna ruin my upholstery, right?
You want it burglar proof or not?
Just watch the upholstery, okay?
See, amigo.
Gently. Gently.
Done. Shut the door. No. Don't thank me. No. Please. Just refer to my electrokinetic deflector system as brilliant. And while we're on me, I even put one on your suit.
The torture on the Bronson property tonight. The place is overrun with...
Overrun with what? With what? You can't just leave me hanging like this.
13275 is the only property St. Germain has on Bronson Street.
Whoa. I thought you said we were gonna look at the suit.
Later.
The way you drive, there may not be a later.
Central, this is Officer 999. I need a backup on Bronson Street. Do you read me? Central. Do you read me? Cheap Kremlin crapola.
This is it, Zach. The perfect opportunity to test the suit. It'll save your skin. I hope.
Man, I don't need the suit.
Oh, I didn't know you were wearing your asbestos sneakers. Or maybe you don't mind being the shake and bake triplets main course.
All right, sir.
Get down to the weenie roast on Bronson and Sundance, and don't argue.
Party's over.
Who the hell is he?
I don't know, but I bet he sure can burn.
Come on, hot stuff. Show me what you got.
My client doesn't accept francs. Well, who knows how long it'll be before the frogs bow under to Germany anyway? You tell them if they want the property, they're going to have to what?
Closed deal.
I didn't order the destruction. I swear it. I can't even collect the insurance money. I'm just a front for the real owners.
Who is he? He looks hungry. I think he needs something sweet for dessert, don't you?
Satori.
Who?
Satori.
Thank you. You are my eyes and my ears now, right? Okay.
Work with me here. I'm just a little excited.
Well, hey, you know, this is your idea of a surprise party. It's not happening.
Don't give me a hard time about the blindfold. It wasn't my idea.
It was mine.
Mr. H. Done up wild style.
This is humiliating. I'm a bloody cartoon.
Oh, quit your griping. It gives you more personality.
I can't believe it. Reincarnated as Fred Flintstone.
And Zach, he's the ultimate computer hack, too. Mr. H, show me the info you tapped out of the FBI computer in Washington.
Careful, man. That's illegal.
I beg your pardon. Decatron 16 volunteered the information. There appears to be a cabal of international businessmen engaging in acts of terrorism across America with the objective of undermining our nation's confidence and eventually overthrowing the government.
Oh, is that all?
Their leader is Teo Satori.
Somehow that doesn't surprise me.
Perhaps this will. You see, I have information on your brother as well, from my own memory bank. Zach, Frank was knee-deep in an unofficial investigation into Satori's business dealings. He didn't like what he found.
Was Satori involved with Frank's disappearance?
This comes from neither a computer tap nor my memory bank. It's an opinion. In a word, yes.
Isn't he wonderful? Just what we need to protect us in these violent times.
The people are coming down very hard on the crime zone, seeing all this violence.
I know. I am very sensitive to public opinion. It will polarize even more as the suburbs become more dangerous.
The suburbs? There's no crime in the suburbs.
Things change, Shirani-san.
We're short 2,000 yen.
You promised me 3 men. Only 2 are still alive.
We still get all the money.
Afraid not. What are you doing here?
You're moving uptown.
The Joint Chiefs of Police are ready. You are authorized to enter.
Are you there?
Please take your position on the Solicitor's Square. You may address us.
My name is Zach Stone.
We know who you are, or we would not break protocol to enable you to address us.
It's about my brother, Frank.
We are fully aware of your oldest sibling's case and do not believe it to be worth pursuing at this time. Please leave the solicitor square.
No, please listen to me. Frank Stone Jr. was a great cop, an honest cop. You see, he was onto a bunch of scams run by Teo Satori, and Satori had him discredited to protect his public image.
Do you have evidence that Teo Satori had your brother killed?
No, not yet. I don't even know if he's... I don't know what happened to Frank.
Teo Satori is an internationally known philanthropist. And he is respected by public figures as high up as the President of the United States.
The case is closed.
Why won't you listen to me? What kind of country is this where innocent men are thrown to the dogs and criminals become heroes? If Satori is on the streets, this city will burn!
A woman's secret weapon is her femininity. It's more lethal than the biggest gun or the coldest knife. Clothes make the woman. They enhance her femininity. Special clothes. Pretty clothes. My clothes. You don't understand the power of a woman. She can accomplish miracles if she puts her mind to it. A woman can win wars. She can lead a nation. Or she can start wars. Just because she's a woman.
This lasagna's great. How's the prime rib?
Oh, hey, tofu's tofu.
You'd be happy to know I'm on top of our problem.
Oh, yeah? Which one?
Accessibility. Example. You're in 8th and Eastwood, and I'm in the lab with the suit. What do you do?
Let me guess. Click my heels together twice and say something like, "There's no place like home," and I'm there, right?
Not exactly. However, you will dig my solution. Our solution. Mr. H is in mind.
Oh, man, don't tell me that computer's still telling me what to do.
Can't get him to shut up. He's even negated his own off switch. Mr. H is back. Press the star if you need the suit. Then click your heels together and muddy your mumbo jumbo.
Avon calling.
So you found out going over my head wouldn't help.
What I'm finding out is that Frank's disappearance is tying me to enough evidence to nail Teo Satori for life.
So you think you've got something on Satori?
Something and a half.
Well, why didn't you say so before?
Some despicable gang from the Precinct 33 area has oozed into a suburban housing development at 36A and has taken a woman and a child hostage. Thank you very much, Captain Frost. You're certainly containing your locals.
I think I'm going to head out before I'm witness to an act of technological violence. waiting for? Get my wife and daughter out of there!
Get over. Get over. In accordance with Article 13, Item 4A, the only strategy for dealing with a hostage situation is to wait the villains out.
I don't care about your damn article. Send a man in.
Rules were designed to save lives.
I thought cops were.
From now on, the lions will be feeding on the sheep citywide. From now on, the lions will be feeding on the sheep citywide.
Press the star if you need the suit.
Anyone home out there?
We hear you. Are you going to release the hostages?
Well, I've been talking to Katie here. That's her name, Katie Maxwell. Seems Katie has a dream. That's right. She wants to do something with her life. Cute, huh? Katie wants to be a dancer. She's been dancing since she was 6 years old. And as soon as the kids are grown up, she's gonna go pro. Wouldn't it be a shame if something was to happen to those pretty little legs of hers? Say she got really hurt and couldn't even walk anymore? Huh? Wouldn't that be a shame?
Let's get out of here. I don't know what's going on. This guy's
All done?
All right, let's beat it. Oh, yeah. Let's get out of here.
What's the rush, guys?
the beginning!
Blast it.
We do not have a 6-foot white knight in full battle dress flying around on a souped-up motorcycle working for the police department.
This is Derek Malenko, reporting live from the Bay Hill Entertainment Mall. We're here getting reactions to the appearance earlier today of an unknown crime fighter. Excuse me, Senator, what do you think of this new super vigilante?
The senator declines to comment.
Back at 11 with another update on Metroplex's new SuperForce for
Dating
law and
senators,
order.
huh? No wonder she's in charge of the precinct.
Don't underestimate Captain Frost. She's still out on the streets, and that makes her different than most bigwigs.
And besides, who are we to pass judgment on who a person goes out with?
Don't tell me there's a rule in the manual against cops fraternizing.
No. Just sort of a mother's warning. Never get involved with a cop because they have a nasty habit of getting killed just when you get attached to them.
I wouldn't want to argue with anybody's mother. Yeah.
And then there's this problem cops have with ignoring the telephone.
Avon. In corner pocket.
Isn't that cute? If times get tough, you'll be the best pickpocket in town.
Do you have any idea what you've interrupted in order to give me this little demonstration?
Just tell me, is she fine? Well, then if I work nights, so do you.
Oh, come on, man.
And don't give me none of this 2 years in space stuff, because even then, you got more action than me.
Sorry to hear that.
Watch this.
Just what do you think you're doing?
Sorry, Mr. H. I was just trying to give Zach Man here the rundown on how we've modified the nightstick.
By all means. Let's show him the rest.
Ready, Zach?
Let's do it.
Okay. The tip is a torch, so watch where you point it. Just above the torch is an electronic prod. This shoots mace. Great if anybody tries to rape you.
That was my idea.
Thanks a lot.
This is the homing rocket, good for moving vehicles. This is the targeting display, in case the suit needs a backup.
What's that?
Carbide blade, in case you encounter any really tough steak.
That's the mag light, which is great when you go camping.
And this here is a radio, in case you need me.
Yeah. The name's Bond. James Bond. Listen, FX, this has been great. And I'm really gonna need this. See ya!
Wait a minute, Zach. Wait a minute. I haven't even had time to show you the neato bulletproof armor for the bike.
Great, I'll come by tomorrow and we'll bounce some spitwads off.
Mr. H.
I'm afraid you got your work cut out for you, Zach. You've got to master these devices tonight.
Come on, Evie, you gotta give me a break here. See, I've got a lady back at my place and...
The life we save may be yours, my boy.
You want to call her a cat?
So Sergeant by the book Anderson scored big brownie points with the police commission last night.
Typical Burby cop, huh?
Sure.
20 years behind a desk. No action heavier than throwing a shoe at a tomcat. Just talk.
Hey, speaking of talk, it's my turn to see you on TV last night.
And?
Glamorous. You look really glamorous.
That's not what I meant. What is your opinion of the mysterious Zony Raider?
I don't really have an opinion.
Who do you think he is?
Probably some citizen who's tired of sitting back watching the bad guys drag this city into the garbage.
Know who I thought he might be?
No. Who?
Your brother Frank. It's crazy, I know it. I used to go out with him. You know that, don't you?
No. No, I didn't.
Well, you were bound to find out sooner or later. I figured it was just better coming from me.
It's better knowing that I'm not the only one feeling bad about Frank.
No, you're not. You've never done Riot Diet. Now's your chance.
Metroplex leaders are meeting with Teo Satori to discuss Mr. Satori's concerns for our crime-blighted state.
I don't have to fill you in on our rising crime rate. All of us are only too aware that this area has been plagued by an onslaught of violence that simply cannot be stemmed.
You, Slick, get over here. Hands behind your back.
Nice work. At least you can finish something.
Hey, look, I tried to get back last night. I couldn't.
Well, that's the third rule about cops. When they lie, there's another woman.
Boy, you ever...
I would like to introduce Teo Satori.
Our government is clearly trying to protect us, but is falling miserably short of the mark. What we need is a unifying leader, a man who can guide us out of these difficult times.
And who do you propose as this leader, Mr. Satori?
The esteemed Satori-san is too humble to answer your question, madam. Personally, I propose a man already well known for his beneficence, Teo Satori.
This way.
What specifically is your solution to handling the perpetrators of all this violence?
The insurgents will simply be relocated to a new setting in the wonderful but largely unpopulated state of Nebraska.
What do you think?
Central Knoll would have been fine.
And that concludes my report, ladies and gentlemen.
The lions are at the door, sheep. Get ready for the slaughter now. Move!
Now!
When it rains, it pours. Look at this.
Gang attacking Satori International. Send reinforcements.
Let's go.
Hey, man, I want to talk to my lawyer.
Hey, shut up!
See how they run. See how they run.
Let's go.
Everybody, please!
Watch it go!
Tell the world no place is safe. Step out your front door, no matter where you live, we'll be there to eat you up.
Hey, we gotta move!
I said cops die on you. I didn't know I meant me.
Come on, Miranda.
Okay, here comes the egg beater.
Freeze it. Okay, can you blow it up?
I don't know. That used to work.
I need more. Once more. Boy, does that ring a bell from my childhood. Haven't seen it for a while, though.
What is it? Some kind of private security bird?
Yep. And I bet I can guess whose it is, too. See, check out who's running the McNamara coal fusion plant these days. I must be psychic.
In case you're interested, Stone, looks like Miranda's gonna pull through.
Great. Thanks for telling me.
The 2 civilians that were hit are still in critical condition.
You know, it's too bad that bullet that hit Satori was so far off.
Still going after that one, huh?
All the way.
McCready, her gang, and the other displaced insurgents, Oyuban?
Many years ago, the Indians of the Sioux Nation agreed to be relocated from their homes on the Great Plains by the American government to a reservation in the Southwest. It was a very difficult journey. Many perished along the way.
And when they got there?
Why, there wasn't any reservation. The government had neglected to set anything up, to provide any housing, make the area habitable.
What happened to the Indians?
They died.
Drives me crazy! He's back.
And mad as hell. Tried their best, but nothing can stop me.
So, you're a one-man army, eh? Too bad you don't work for me.
I work for good Satori. That counts you out.
Harsh words, Tomodachi. But words are not warriors.
It doesn't have to be like this, Frank. What's happened to you, man? Talk to me!
Today, there is indisputable scientific evidence. The world is becoming a hotter place to live. What can the individual citizen do about the heat?
There's nothing mellow about highs. There's nothing mellow about thirsty. The cold citrus taste cuts through when Mountain Dew won't do. Mellow yellow, the better thirst quencher. There's nothing mellow about it.
Now home is where the action is with the new Super Spike B-Ball from Nintendo. Go for super spikes and big dings. And now up to 4 players can have some hot fun with the new NES Satellite. The only 4-player wireless remote. With B-Ball and Satellite, 2's company, and 4's really a blast. Even when you're playing from 15 feet away. The new NES Satellite and Super Spike B-Ball. Nintendo. Now you're playing with power.
Wednesday, Fox presents the musical event of the year, the Rolling Stones in concert, with special guests Eric Clapton and Axl Rose. Plus, for the first time ever, the Stones will perform some of their greatest hits in 3D.
3D glasses available at all Tom Thumb stores. Concert will be simulcast on KQ92, the home of rock and roll. It's Magic Summer from Coca-Cola Classic. Coca-Cola Classic introduces Magic Cans. You can't tell them apart from real cans, but inside, up to $500 cash, trips, or other great prizes. They're a rare find, but worth it. Because with Magic Cans, you can win instantly. Can't beat it. Can't beat the real thing. Plus, play the Radio Magic Can game. Details listed on 99.5 WLOL.
You guys dug SuperForce. It's not bad for a lower budget television series. I don't know where it was. It was in syndication locally. You know, I believe it was on Sunday afternoons in our market. So it was definitely it was not on at a certain time, at least locally. So hope you guys had fun tonight. We're going to talk a little more vinyl today because I got my other Bolt Thrower album in, Boom, Realms of Chaos. This album is stupid good. I love it. From Earache Records. This is your basic black version now. But look at that. It's got the designs and stuff on it. I guess this is a bolt thrower. Boom. This is your basic black album. I love the fact that they have all the artwork and stuff like that. So, Bolt Thrower kicks ass for a British death metal band. I don't know. Somebody called them technical death metal. I don't know if I would say that or not, but I hate doing subgenres of stuff like metal and stuff like that. But if you do like heavy metal, check out my other new show, Talk and Roll, formerly known as Metal Shop. Even though that's how I introduced the show, but the actual intro is different. This will be changing slightly, so we're gonna do that. Okay, we'll give you a heads up. Starting this Thursday. Well, actually, it'll already have aired by the time this one airs. So yesterday, starting last Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we have Talk and Roll, formerly Metal Shop. Hawk from Hawk and Loaded. You can find him on Reels. You can find him on Facebook, TikTok. You can find him everywhere. We talk heavy metal and rock and roll and stuff like that. Talk about going to concerts. Talk about introducing him to new bands. I'm the old man. He's the young guy. He's slightly older than my oldest son, so it's just like introducing my kids to metal that they don't know about. And we're going to start doing interviews with some bands, and we're going to keep expanding. So the first episode is not indicative of what the show will be going forward, but a little bit. We will talk metal. We still will. I'll have him go and find bands that he hasn't listened to and get him to listen to it and then review it for me, or re-review it for you. So, that being said, remember, Mondays, 12 noon Eastern Standard Time, Group Therapy TV. I got interviews coming up with all kinds of cool people. You're watching Sci Fridays and Saturday Morning Serials. And the Vincent is here to say, you gonna tell them to watch all the shows?
No.
No. Is it too many shows for them to watch? No. So, I want to say thank you to Johnny, Wayne, and Michael for your Patreon. You guys are awesome. Johnny, we will get the big Vince something, so let you know. But on that note, return of Piqua Comic-Con this November 5th at Piqua, Ohio at the Piqua Center Mall. Currently booking tables now. Hopefully we'll have some people from the Monster Channel there. We're booking guests and artists and stuff like that. It's been a huge thing since the mall sold. It's been a whole big debacle, but we're bringing the con back. We're keeping it going. So next year, though, we're going from 2 to 1, but we're going to do 1 2-day. So prepared. But on that note, as I said that before, I am going to bid adieu, a farewell, a Wiedersehen, goodbye, sayonara, and see you guys tomorrow morning. And on that note, Captain out. Later.